Hello, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my Kawasaki Vulcan 800 Classic. It's a 1996. I bought this bike many years ago and customized it up. I've done just about everything you can do to a bike, and I wanted to show you this back fender. See, it starts way up there and goes all the way down. It's been hand pinstriped and painted up with a metal flake, and it's got our company logo on the back. And I love that fender. They told me at the dealership when I bought it many years ago that it won't fit my bike. And they outright refused to sell it to me because it wouldn't fit my bike. And they knew I would just return it. And I got into an argument about it with them, and I said, look, I can make it fit. I don't give a fuck what you say. Just sell it to me. And they threw a fit over it and made me promise that I won't be able, that I couldn't return it. And I said, whatever, if I buy it, I won't return it. I'll just keep it if I can't put it on there. Well, I got it, and I really wanted this fender. It's such a cool fender, and it's a famous rear fender. And I got it. It was from the Indian dealership in Marina del Rey, and so I brought it home, and I didn't paint it up or anything. It was just bare, no paint, no primer, nothing. And I mounted it on the bike within, I don't know, 20 minutes, and it sat like you see it sitting here now, of course without the saddlebags. And I drove it down to the dealership and talked to the same parts guy that gave me such a hassle about this fender. It really made me feel like shit that I was buying a fender made for a Harley Davidson, and I was putting it on a Japanese bike, like I was the jerk or something. And then I pulled him outside. I was like, I want to talk to you outside. And he was like, what? And I was like, I just want to show you, something we were talking about earlier. Come on outside. And he reluctantly came outside after I kind of prodded him and bugged him enough. And my bike was sitting right out there. And he saw the fender right away. And I was just like, look, motherfucker. I mean, that took me 25 minutes, 30 minutes. It took me longer to drive down here than it took me to fucking mount the fender. And you gave me such a problem. And he was just like, whatever. My point really wasn't to throw it in his face, even though it did feel fun to prove him wrong. It's always fun to be right. But, when you're doing a project, especially with motorcycle customization, I've always felt that my motto was, where there's a will, there's a way. And I've always felt like if I really want to pull something off, as long as I have the desire to do it and come up with a plan to do it, then there's going to be a way to do it. And you can use that with life. I feel that it's the same thing, in my life, that when I want to accomplish something, it doesn't matter if there's people that tell me I can't do it. It doesn't matter about all the haters and the naysayers and the jealous motherfuckers that just want to keep you back and keep you down, or for whatever reason, they don't support you with your dreams or with whatever you're planning on doing. I don't need that. I realize that if I want to pull something off, if I want to create something, that all I need is my will and I'll keep going forward. I'll just keep swimming through the rough waters if there are any, and it's worked out. And many times it works quicker and easier than I thought it had. Many times the first inkling that I have with the project, with when it's creative, when you're talking about motorcycle customization in particular, many times I get lucky and it works out perfectly. I could go through a ton of bike projects to illustrate that, but not really just to prove how great I am at building bikes, even though I am, and you should hire me to build bikes for you and give me all your money. But I just feel like it's a good illustration of, your will to succeed can provide a way for you. The path doesn't always have to be so clear in the beginning. Sometimes it can just be a dream. Sometimes you could just have a really good feeling about something. And many times you'll find that you're right. And other motherfuckers that want to hold you back on that shit, they're just scared. They're scared to do anything, and they want to hold people back with them. So where there's a will, there's a way. And have fun proving people wrong. Go out and build yourself a cool bike.